I'm not sure how I could have prepared. I should have had more champagne. That's what I should have done. That's something I could have done. If I knew that Steve and Greta were going to be, I knew they would be great, but if I knew they were going to be this great, so charming, so smart, so gracious, so funny, I might have just suggested that maybe I open the night and they close, and then we end on a high note. But here we are. I'm getting the Kirk Douglas Award somehow. It's hard to imagine being at a point in my career where I'm standing up here tonight. It's, hard to feel deserving of all of this. But I remind myself that the proceeds go to a wonderful cause, so it doesn't really matter if I deserve it or not. That makes me feel better. It's just, that it's Kirk Douglas. He's one of the first true icons of cinema. He not only made some of the best films of his time, but some of the best films of all time, films that stood the test of time and will continue to stand the test of time. And that is too many times to say time. But the point is that he is completely and utterly in a class of his own, and I'm just Ken. And this honor is for a contribution to cinema. I mean, up until this point, I've only ever thought about just how much cinema had done for me. I had never really thought about what I have done for cinema. Like, as far back as I can remember, for instance, when I was in the 3rd grade, I had a swearing problem. And I didn't think it was a problem, but my teachers did. And, I just thought they were being a bunch of uptight wait. Not tonight, not tonight. I thought that they were being, things that should never be uttered in a wonderful setting, such as this. My mother said it was almost impossible to get me to stop, but I remember the night she figured it out. We were at the dinner table and she said, "If you swear one more time, you can't watch any movies tonight." And I thought that was extreme, so, I used some extreme language back. She said, "Okay, now you can't watch movies for a week." Well, since she had upped the ante, so did I. I hit her with a quick flurry of my favorites, and then I dropped an F-bomb, just for good measure. She said, "Okay, well now you can't watch movies for a month." It wasn't until that exact moment that I realized just how much movies meant to me. It was the worst moment of my young life at that point. Right away, I was deep with withdrawals, lying awake on my sweat-soaked mattress on those cursed filmless nights. My skin was crawling, hallucinations of Blockbuster employees on my ceiling waving VHS tapes at me. It was like Train Spotting, except instead of diving into a toilet, I was just trying to crawl inside my VCR. She found my weak spot. She knew it. And soon after that, she took me out of school and homeschooled me for a year. With all the swearing and the not